Hey there YouTube, Bad Fat Panda here, and I have another commentary for you guys. This time, it is a quick 5-minute match on Afghan, playing Team Deathmatch in some Ground War. And I think this is one of the first games that I had the FAMAS unlocked. So, oh, not the FAMAS. You would get that at level 1. No, I had the FAL, which is probably up there with my favorite weapons. I think I'm like 100 off the 2500 kills, so I'm trying to get that as soon as possible. But, today marks the beginning of E3. Electronic Entertainment Expo, and for those of you that have absolutely no idea what it is, basically it's just a show for games. Like CES is like electronics and tech stuff. This is just for fucking games, which is really cool. Usually there are a lot of big unveils. If you remember last year, the unveil of the Twisted Metal franchise continuing on in a game for PlayStation 3, and they're actually the way that the schedule rolls out today, it's actually starting in 15 minutes at noon Eastern Standard Time. But they have each of the like Sony, Microsoft, and EA, and I think Ubisoft too. They have like their big here's what's going on with just the general state of the company and stuff. Tuesday is like all the cool games. So tomorrow's cast, I'm gonna do it, or tomorrow's sorry, Doom 2 and StarCraft. Tomorrow's commentary I will do like after the presentation of all those games, which will be awesome. Because on top of like Uncharted 3 and a lot of good single players like Mass Effect 3 doing a demo there, they also have Battlefield 3. It's gonna be really interesting to see what they've done. There will probably be some sort of either multiplayer reveal or a fair amount of single player stuff, which is gonna be really cool. Batman Arkham City, the sequel to Arkham Asylum. Resistance 3, we're getting a sort of a first in-depth look at it. Twisted Metal, of course, hugely psyched for that. Who actually played Twisted Metal, like any of the older games? Like, they were so awesome. I grew up, like, the first game I played on the PlayStation was Crash Bandicoot Racing, and short after that, Final Fantasy, which sort of, like, drew me into the RPG stuff, but Crash Bandicoot Racing, like, Twisted Metal just takes that. As soon as I got my hands on Twisted Metal, like, such a fucking good game. It was just like, it was really funny. The series, if you've never played before, it's like just this comic. There's a clown. He fucks people up. He rides an ice cream truck. It's a really cool game. And of course, Modern Warfare 3. Of course, have to be psyched for that. Not psyched as to, I guess, more like what's gonna happen with it. Wednesday, of course, is we get a look at Rage. That is going to be really cool. For those of you that don't know what Rage is, it was actually unveiled in last year's E3. It's a sort of Fallout-esque survival horror type of RPG, but just the map making and just the open world aspect of it looks like it could be like really cool. And of course, the Elder Scrolls 5. If you are not psyched for Elder Scrolls 5, oh my god, Scrim, and you've played any of the previous ones, you have been living under a rock. It has the potential to be one of the best games of the holiday, and the previous trailers were like absolutely astounding. And of course, we get to see BioShock Infinite as well. This is sort of the first in-depth look at the game. I think Game Informer had an article about it relatively close to the unveil at last year's E3. So that should be quite cool. And of course, on Thursday, I just have to point out that the Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier is going to be... The game has been so unnecessarily, I guess necessarily, but just so ridiculously delayed. It's rather shocking. But not really much going on Thursday, unless you happen to be a fan of sports games. Madden 12 actually looks to be pretty cool, so I may check that out. But most Tuesday and Wednesday are pretty much the powerhouses. You have like Mass Effect, Battlefield 3, Saints Row 3 if you're interested. I hope to see, my prediction for this year's E3 is that they drop Grand Theft Auto 5 coming out relatively soon. And not relatively soon, but like next holiday or next summer. Of course, it was supposed to actually come out for a Q4 release, but it was delayed until like February. Grand Theft Auto 4, that is. And my voice is almost shot, so I will go and be on my merry way. I have the noob tip unlocked for the FAL, so like it was the second game I played. And that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. Some pretty fast team deathmatch going on. And I'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy. Peace.